I call Marama Davidson.
Mr Chair, so to be clear, the Green Party will be voting in support of the Māori Purposes Bill, and that is because we always uphold the mana of iwi needing to decide over their own affairs, needing to run their own affairs, and so improving governance. This bill does seek to improve governance and capability of the Wīpere Trust, as well as remove unnecessary Crown involvement, which we are certainly in favour of, removing unnecessary Crown involvement. I too absolutely want to raise some concerns about the late entry supplementary order papers from the Minister. I do understand and perhaps can concede that they are minor administrative updates and legislative changes, but I am somewhat concerned about process. As my colleague Kelvin Davis has said, we didn't have a lot of notice, and I'm particularly wondering, I just want to be clear actually, I'm asking a genuine question. These are purely opportunity SOPs. Do they have any actual direct relevance to the actual running of the Wīpere Trust and to this particular bill is what I'm genuinely asking about, and so I'm sure the Minister will stand to talk to that. And so those are the sorts of things. So just to have the Greens on record, so I understand that the Māori Television Service SOP 231 is certainly an admin update because of the disestablishment of the organisation Te Pūtahi Pāho, kei te pai tēnā. The Supplementary Order Paper 232, the Ture Whenua Act is slightly different and is about upholding a difference in reporting requirements between large and small organisations, and I did have to check whether that was standard, just to make sure we're keeping things accountable and above board, and I was, on my advice, I was advised that that is standard, so kei te pai tēnā. And then lastly, the Te Rarawa Claims Amendment SOP 233, I understand that simply the Māori iwi organisation, I think that's what MEOR stands for, needs to apply retrospectively from the date that the Te Rarawa Claims Settlement Act commences. So those are illogical and mainly understandable, but boy, I did have to rush a bit to just try and get a little, and actually I don't understand them deeply, but the little bit that I wanted to find out had to do really quickly on the fly. So thank you, Mr. Speaker, for reiterating and enforcing that, better practice is to give us a little bit more time. I now want to come down to my colleague Mika Whaiteri's supplementary order paper. Through the submissions, we did hear absolutely concerns from whānau, some who were outright opposing this bill, others who just wanted to state concerns that they did want the jurisdiction over the running of the Trust to remain with the Māori Land Court and not the High Court. And so the Green Party will absolutely be supporting Mika Whaiteri's SOP because, one of the quotes I think was from whānau submissions that they didn't believe that the High Court understands ngā mea Māori as the Māori Land Court has and does, and has that deep institutional knowledge and experience as well. And of course, they had concerns about access and costs. And so I would quite appreciate a response from the Minister just to sort of justify actually and clarify that movement, that transfer from the Māori Land Court to the High Court. I think the families, whānau who raised that concern really deserve a clear answer on that one as well, because I don't see why we here in this House cannot maintain that jurisdiction. Those are the main points that I wanted to raise in part one. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.